Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the single biggest event in Star Citizen this year. I'm your host Xeno, and today we are going to take a look at Day 2 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2952. Today's manufacturer is my personal favorite producer of spacecrafts, Origin Jumpworks. Origin Jumpworks is best known for their design, which feels like the most pleasing, elegant and finished when compared to all other manufacturers. Their spacecrafts don't pack the biggest punch or bolster the strongest defense, but when it comes to quality of life and the enjoyment that comes with life aboard a spaceship, no one can beat Origin. No longer do you have to sit in a tin can that looks and feels like it could fall apart at any second, inducing stress and making prolonged stay in space difficult. Instead, live the high life and enjoy amenities and luxury aboard your own home, away from home. If you visit the expo, you may wonder why there are only so few ships, but the truth of the matter is, Origin Jumpworks doesn't have many ships yet. If we exclude the variant of the different ship lines, Origin has only 8 ships. But there are more than worth a closer look, because Origin loves putting out weirdly numbered variants and making them specialized. As an example, let's take the 100 series. You can find this in the expo and rent them if you want. In this lineup, there are 3 different ships called the 100I, the 125A, and the 135C. While the 100I is a touring ship, built as an all-rounder with style and comfort, it's classified as a starter ship by CIG, while the 125A is a light fighter, and the 135C is a light freighter. Unfortunately, the 125A is described as having a souped-up weapon package, and since we're only in alpha, everything might change. But for the 135C, we do have a more precise value. The 100I has 2 SCUs of cargo space, and the 135C, the freighter variant, has 6 SCUs. While that does not seem like a lot initially, it might be interesting to think about these values as percentages. If we now say that the 135C has 200% more cargo space than the 100I, it gives us a better frame of reference, showing that these small changes do indeed have big impacts. Therefore, Origin's choice of using one chassis for many ships might actually be more than just a choice made out of necessity by CIG in the early days of Star Citizen. Origin's second lineup of ships is the 300 series. It includes the 300I, the 315P, the 325A, and the 350R. While the 300I is again a luxury touring ship, the other models are even more specialized. The 315P is a so-called Pathfinder and comes with a tractor beam and a custom scanning package. This is supposed to be exclusive for the 315P, but at this point in time we don't really know what such exclusive packets will look like. But the 315P is not the only ship that has such a feature. The 325A is an interdictor and light fighter, which is supposed to come with an advanced weapon payload, as well as a custom targeting system. And similarly to the 315P, we also don't know what those entail. The last ship in the 300 series is the 350R, a ship purely built for speed. It's a racing vessel, and it doesn't get any exclusive packages, but it is supposed to be the fastest ship of all the 300s while sacrificing almost everything else. Which makes sense, since its application as a racing ship means it's far away from any activity that poses serious dangers for the ship, apart from crashes. Ironically, even this racer variant has weapons and even a cargo hold. In this case, the ship possesses 3 size 3 hardpoints, 2 missiles, and can even carry 4 SCUs of cargo. That's twice as much as the 300I, the base model, but the ship is also twice the cost of the original 300I. So if you're looking for a ship that's a great all-rounder, maybe look at all available ships in a series, no matter what they are classified as. Origin's 400I is an amazing ship which hides an interesting mechanic not seen on any other ship. As a Pathfinder vessel, it is outfitted with all necessities for that task, and it includes 2 areas in the ship that could be used as a cargo hold or a containment for supplies. The interesting part is that these 2 compartments are actually climatized and cooled. This could hint towards perishable items or perishable foods as a future mechanic. Like all other Origin ships, this one looks stunning and has an incredibly recognizable silhouette. It even has some space for an X1 with a separate lift so that you can close distances to targets that might be difficult to reach by ship because the landing site isn't clear or maybe because the spot is defended. Whatever it may be, the 400i can bring you there, and if not, it can give you an X1 for the last part of your journey. All in all, the 400i is an amazing ship that even brings a lot of defensive power in its small chassis and a gravity generator, which is rare for its size. Now, let's look at the problem child of Origin Jumpworks. The 600 series wanted to combine luxury with exploration and touring, and offers 2 variants: the 600i Exploration and the 600i Touring. While both ships are amazing, they suffer from similar problems like the Constellation series. CAG tried to put different gameplay loops into the same chassis of a ship and make it 2 different ships. However, this didn't work too well, and now the 600 series is currently undergoing a redesign and is brought up to the gold standard of ships. If you want to know more about the 600 series, I'm going to upload a video showcasing it, and I will also talk about the rework, so look forward to that. It's time for the big boy. Currently, the biggest ship in Star Citizen, the 890 Jump by Origin Jumpworks, is a behemoth in luxury touring, and a beauty at that. In it, you will find everything you'd expect from a super yacht that's filled to the brim with luxury. You have spas, conference and dining rooms, lounges, bars, and other amenities such as a med bay, hangars for the guests, and an enormous amount of glass. The 890 Jump is not only meant to transport guests in style, but it is also capable of housing a rather large crew complement and is even capable of defending itself, relying on its heavy shields to be able to escape. Don't forget torpedoes though, they will still sink your 890 quicker than the iceberg sank the Titanic. The last thing I want to talk about today are Origin's ground vehicles. While they do have some other crafts, ground vehicles play an important part in the world of Star Citizen, and Origin has 2 series of ground vehicles that are unfortunately only concepts right now. The first one is the X1 series, a hoverbike made for the 400i, which comes in typical Origin fashion in different variants. And the second one is the G12, again with different variants. The G12 is a more standard vehicle that can be used for touring, racing, or military purposes, similar to the X1. But especially that last part makes me wonder, because Origin is not known for producing anything close to military vessels. So, what other military vessels of Origin could there be in the future? How about a flying command center, or a vessel similar to the Kraken Privateer or the Banu Merchantman, where merchants can open up shop in your ship? I would love to see military vessels made by Origin, if only because I love their design and want to see more of it. Anyway, I'm Zeno and I've been your host today at the IAE 2952. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you tomorrow for day 3.